Hello everyone. Today's video is going to be about what holds us back in the black community, and the list is a mile long. So I'm going to give you, some of my lists, some of my opinions of what's holding us back. You know, I think the obviously one is really black families need to come together. The Like black men, black women, we need this and put our differences aside, and as they raise our children, right? Be a family for one, 'cause without that, look how we are today, right? Single mothers, single fathers, widows, all this stuff. That's number one problem. No structure, no foundation to be built upon. Black men and black women need to mature. Women start using the child support, start using the system to blackmail your man. Men step up and be men. So that's one of the big issues. No family unity, you know. And then when they do have unity, what you teach your children is essential to how your kids going to be, right? First thing first, you should already have education in their mindset. Yes, putting clothes on their back and feeding, that's for your benefit. So we ain't talking about the bare essentials. Every parent know that you must provide food, shelter, and water. We talking about educating them, getting them skills. But first, the parents have to be mature enough and push education towards their children. Don't be the type of parents and say, I need a break. The kids are too much. Nah, you lost that privilege when you open your legs, right? And when the guys put the key inside the ignition, you already lost that opportunity. Do for yourselves after your kids are raised right. So first of all, make sacrifices for your kids. Like I said, push education, support them in things that are good. Like, there's no way a kid should know a whole rap song, but can't read, right? Don't know the ABCs, don't know basic math. Be honest, they should be on that path before they even start grade school, right? Picking up flashcards, teaching your kids basic stuff. And another thing, I already did the songs. Okay, the shoes, like expensive clothing. Just because you buy your kids the most name brand crap doesn't mean you're a good parent. You just buying your kid expensive stuff. Most kids when they're young, they don't care about that kind of stuff. I'm not saying have your kid dressed like a bum, right? Ain't nothing wrong with buying your little boy Batman sneakers and stuff. Come on now, don't get expensive, right? Teach your kid to be humble. What good is all these Jordans and basketball sneakers, which they actually are? What good is buying your kids little elementary kid over $100 pair of shoes and their grades will suck, right? You should be getting them into shoe. I'd rather you buy instruments or some learning material, because education is more important than fashion, right? Fashion comes later when a child get of age, get a job, and buy his own fashion. You can still make your kid look nice without breaking the bank. Come on, let's be honest, right? Don't teach them that mindset already. You should be teaching them about education is more important, learning how to save money, management. That should be more important, not fashion. That's how other kids get picked on by other kids because of that mindset, the state of mind. So that's another thing so when the kids grow older, guess what? They spend all their money on expensive stuff because their parents already gave them that thought process. So education, your clothes don't make you a good parent, right? Oh, and the other reason too, the most hell bad reason, teaching your kid that all white men are out to get you, and it's a struggle. That's another. It's not all white people aren't wicked now. It's okay to teach your kids to be aware of certain individuals, but you also got to teach them to be aware of your own too. because your own is gonna hurt you more than the oppressor will hurt you. Because you live on your own, especially if you're in a poor, struggling community, right? Your own kind's gonna most likely gonna get you. Just some cop would. Let's be honest with y'all, man. All the fights I've ever been in, confrontation, were by my own people. So we gotta teach a kid about, hey, your real enemy is your own backyard too. Don't just teach him about white people, white people, white people. Nah. Shoot. Most white people this day and age focus on their money and investments. If anything, we should be learning from them. I know I might sound like a coon, but hear me out here. That we so focused on white men, we're not focused on ourselves. We gotta get ourselves right first. Alright? We so worried about what white man is, what white man is. Well, a lot of white people trying to erase that image of them being racist. Now some of them continue the tradition, but you blaming white man for something, the new generation white people for something their ancestors did? Come on now. You have to learn. Many of us gonna have to be working their jobs. Learn to coexist, but be aware. You know, all that teaching this hate stuff, it never done us no good, right? So we gotta be better in that aspect. Like, beware of your own, right? Also, look at Jesus, right? His own kind, what? Betrayed him, right? No different in this modern age. So that white man stuff, the younger generation need to get out of that mindset. Be aware, but don't let it hold you back. Don't allow history to hold you back. I can understand the people that was actually during slavery, those kind of people. I can understand they have a deep hatred of white people. That's understandable, right? But if you of this time, 2021, come on, man. Who done you worse? Let's be honest, new generation. The white man or your own? So we gotta overcome that mindset that every white man is out to get you. You have the same opportunities as they do. You were able to go to school, right? You're able to get trades, you're able to get skills. The problem is, like I mentioned earlier, family must stick together. Now, do your parents support you? Or they push education for you? That's really important. That's how we can improve on the black households. That's number one. Your kids must have support. They shouldn't have to run the street. Now, my last video, I'll talk about how the black community, like the churches, failed us. The black churches, how they failed us. How they can build like school and skills and trades with all that tithe money. But at the end of the day, it start with us, families. That's it. Talk to your kid about investing and all the other stuff. Like, we need to do better as black people, man. We need to have a better image of ourselves. In movies, in media, and everything. When people think of black people, they think of thug, gangster, all the stuff that we consume and watch. Where other cultures, like the Chinese or whatever, they badasses in their movie. Right? White people, they badasses, right? All other movies, everybody else badasses except for us. We gotta be, the closest badass it would be is like a drug dealer, like in a Power series. All right? You might have some few here and there, like a Blade, right? Denzel plays pretty badass movies, He's usually the good guy cop or whatever, but there are a few Black Panther, So we do got some badass moments, but what we mostly known for is what? A drug dealer, right? Dressing as women, a little comedian, but we never really full on badasses. We need more badass black people. But even though this kind of going all over the place, but we do need to raise ourselves to be better, and start with the black family on up and get away with these curses, man. The white man holding you back. I think that's really the number one curse that we got to get rid of as a group of people, man. Also, like even with even growing up with family, there's a lot of issues there. You need to first of all, we need to stop sweeping shit under the rug. Like when like men in the family that like to touch on children, we need to either cut them off, like to the grave, or cut them off for the family completely. Stop sweeping under the rug. If you got monsters like that in your family, it's no longer family no more. He or she need to be exiled. That's very dangerous, right? And your brother's keeper crap. No, if a person not trying to be on the right path and try to focus on success, it's okay to cut family off. You know, that's one of the generation curses that we have to overcome too in the black families. You know, we gotta willing to cut off people who's not willing to move forward and going to hold you back from reaching your dreams. I see like this: if they're not being supportive, then and they always want to bring negativity and jealousy, those people you gotta cut off. And family is not just by blood. You have to learn to commune with everybody, even the whites that you hate, even though it's not fair to blame their ancestors, right? Just like we don't want nobody to blame, stereotype us for being thugs, right? So we must do better, man. And I don't want to hear nobody say, "Well, whites do it too." It's funny though, we always want to put them in the mix. It don't matter what they do. It's us that must do better, right? Of course, white people don't get a pass for doing their evil stuff either. But don't we always say that we the original people? We are greater than them. We got melanin and all that. Some of y'all that be saying that, then that prove our greatness, right? That prove our greatness. Let's do better, right? Stop comparing what white people are doing. Like for example, if I say, "Man, black women need to stop shaking their behind on media," and somebody say, "Well, white people do it too." That's not the point. Don't do what they do. Let's change our image for the better, right? Let's focus on education, man, and being better human beings. Let's change our image. Put down the saggy pants. All that crap. That swag stuff don't mean nothing. We're about making some money and being successful in life. Your skin color is not blocking you from that. Your skin color is not a curse, right? People say, "Well, black people curse." No, we choose to be cursed. We don't have to be cursed. We have to make the actions not make us be cursed. Because if we were cursed, it won't be successful black people. There are successful people, but every time a black person is successful, y'all go and say he sold his soul. That man put in hard work. Every time a black person is successful, he sold his soul. And maybe some does, but at the end of the day, they're doing better than Christians, right? Christians don't believe in putting in work. So whether he sold his soul or not, he put in work. We look down, and the problem with us, we look down on each other when we are successful, which made no damn sense to me. Like, why look down on each other of being successful instead of allowing that to encourage you? But I don't want to rant too long, so those are my thoughts. Got any different opinions, something I may have missed, something you want to add on, feel free. I'll see you later.